Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. I make mommy and lifestyle videos here, and today's video is going to be about all things postpartum, your journey to healing as best as you can after having a baby. So let's get started. So the first half, I'm going to talk about how to mentally heal after having a baby. After having a baby, your life, for obvious reasons, has completely changed, especially if this is your first baby. Nothing is the same, everything is different, so you really do need to give yourself space to heal and process everything. I can tell you postpartum depression, baby blues is a real thing. A lot of women don't even realize that they have it while they are in the throes of everything that's going on after having a baby. But once they come out on the other side, they can look back and say, oh wow, I feel so much happier. I feel completely different than how I felt, back those first couple weeks, even months after having the baby. So the more knowledge you have in the forefront of things you can do to help yourself and preventative measures, things to keep your mood uplifted as best as you can, I think are very important. The number one thing for me, postpartum, those first couple days and weeks after having a baby, was my shower. And that might sound ridiculous if you are pregnant and never had a baby, don't understand how huge it is to be able to put your baby down. Hopefully you can pass it off to a loved one who you trust, who can care for the baby for, a good 20-30 minutes while you take some time and take a awesome hot shower. The best parts about the shower are it's loud while you're in there, so even if your baby is crying, which they might do while you are in the shower, and that's okay, you hopefully won't be able to hear them and you can kind of disengage from the mother side of you a little bit and just tap into the here I am as a woman, I am healing from this thing that has happened to me, and I'm doing something for myself that is going to help me be uplifted and be a better mother to my baby. So it's not a selfish thing to do. The other great thing about being in the shower is, especially, hopefully if you were able to have, a safe vaginal delivery, you want to shower every day because you are bleeding, quite a bit, and there's discharge and there's stuff, and you feel gross for quite a while. It's just, everything is damp after having a baby. You're nursing, so you're damp there, your baby spits up on you and you're damp, and then you're damp down there too. So everything is just wet and gross, and taking a shower and just, cleaning yourself gently. Usually you get a little squirt bottle that you can use, to gently clean yourself down there, and it makes such a difference. I think it helps you heal a lot faster. Second biggest thing to helping yourself heal is to go outside. At least, I would try to go outside every day, but at least several times a week. Just go outside. Even if the weather is crummy and you don't feel like it, just breathing fresh air makes such a difference. And hopefully, if you have some sunshiny days, definitely try to get outside just for a couple minutes even a day. Nature is unique in its ability to lift our spirits, and God put it there for a reason. So just go outside, enjoy a little bit of nature, with your baby, or, put your baby down, or while your baby is having a nap, maybe, you've got your monitor phone with you or whatever, just go and sit on your porch, just have some outside time. It's very important. Third thing, make sure that your loved ones know that you need encouragement. Particularly, hopefully your husband who is with you, they don't understand. They don't innately understand, just like you won't understand exactly everything I'm talking about unless you have had a baby. They don't understand how important their positive feedback is to us, because you're searching for positive feedback. And your baby, once a baby is more of a baby and not a newborn, they are able to give you some positive feedback. They can smile, they can laugh, they can giggle, they can snuggle and tell you that they love you, and they appreciate at least a little bit of all the things you're doing for them. A newborn can't. A newborn can't smile. A newborn can't do anything except try to stay alive and warm and fed and dry. They can't give you any positive feedback. So you need it to come from another source, so hopefully you can tell your husband ahead of time, hey, honey, I'm going to be going through this phase and it's going to be very difficult for me. Please, when you see I'm getting discouraged, and even just otherwise, just remind me that that I'm doing a great job, that what I'm doing is the most important job in the world, and just make me feel appreciated. Please help me feel appreciated, and help me to kind of get outside my little world a little bit too. So I think that is very important. Just make sure you have people around you who are going to help you get through that kind of dark phase. This was a great tip that I got from my sister-in-law. Make sure that you have at least one thing a day that you really look forward to. Now, the thing that I look forward to the most was my shower, but I think it is important to have, other things, maybe a treat that you look forward to every day. So I had my shower at the end of the day, which is something I could look forward to at the end of the day. And then I think it's really good to have something in the morning. So after having my baby, I started to indulge a little bit more in my normal caffeine beverages. And, I would have for myself, a lovely hot tea or some decaffeinated coffee, knowing that you have something in the kitchen waiting for you that will bring a smile to your face is very important. So even if just a small little thing, or maybe it's a bowl of ice cream, I don't know what it is, whatever it is, a small little thing that is really going to give you that boost you need at the beginning of the day. Last big mental tip I would say is try to, after the first couple weeks, try to get out, beyond your driveway. You will start to feel a little bit like a prisoner of your home at that point. So try to do, just a little something, maybe once a week or so, whether it's, going to the grocery store, or I don't know, going to the park, hanging out with your girlfriends. One of the great things about a brand newborn is that they can sleep anywhere, and they will gladly sleep anywhere. So, while putting them in the car seat feels like the biggest task you've ever done, once you get to wherever you're going to, you put them in your wrap, or you just hold them, or you can nurse them almost anywhere usually. And, by that time, you're getting a little bit more accustomed to being a mom. If you can at least get outside a little bit, get out of the house. Get out of the house. Leave. You need it. It's good for you. Do it. So what do you need to do to help your body heal physically after having a baby? Pretty much all obstetricians agree that it takes about a year for the female body to heal after having a baby. So just let that sink in for a little while. It takes a year to completely heal. So you want your expectations at a realistic level of what you can physically do after having a baby for at least a year. So during those first couple weeks, really, but especially like that first 2 weeks, you need to rest. You should not be going up and down steps much. You should pretty much be sitting or lying down basically all the time, and you will get stir crazy. But it is important. You need to let all the things that are inside you find their way back to their normal locations. Find some good books, some good audiobooks, podcasts, some good TV shows, whatever it is. Find something to help you deal with the fact that you need to be still for a while. Your body has just done the hardest thing that it is able to do. So it needs time to rest and recover. Right after having a baby, you want to be keeping ice down there all the time. Ice, 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 baby. I used I had my baby at the hospital, so you get those I don't know exactly what they are, but they are like ice pack menstrual pads basically, and you snap them and they get nice and cold. And then on top of that, I would put 4 or 5 of the little Tux pad pads and line them up, and it was heavenly. You hurt so bad down there, and you put that on and it's just like, whew, it feels amazing. It's not 100% relief, but it makes a massive difference. I kept ice on my woo for at least the first 7 days straight. I kept ice on there, and people thought that was probably a little bit overkill, but I was very, very sore and very, very swollen, and I went through my whole 100-pack Tux pads package, because what else are you going to use them for? You might as well use them all, and you'll feel better, and you'll smell better, by the way. And it's not, you shouldn't put scented things on yourself, obviously, but it's the witch hazel aloe kind of scent, and it smells good and it smells clean, and it's the active ingredients in there that are helping you heal. So it's all good things, and you should use them, or something similar, some homemade version. Makes a huge difference. So get those ahead of time. Have them before you have the baby. You should, I already talked about this when I was talking about the shower, but you should get one of those little squeezy bottles that you can fill some nice lukewarmish water with to help clean yourself down there, because you are terrified. It's so funny how scared you are to wipe yourself, but it provides a lot of peace of mind. You just squirt yourself down there, after using the restroom, and you pat just a little bit, and you feel so much better. So that's something I highly recommend bring it home from the hospital. Or if you're not going to the hospital, if you're having the baby at home or whatever, just go ahead and have one available to you. Be aware that your hair is going to start to fall out. It's true. It does. A lot falls out. It's unfortunate. I was really disturbed taking a shower and you just pulling out handfuls of hair. Take a deep breath. It's going to happen. It's okay. And it will grow back eventually. I have all these little baby hairs coming in. Know it ahead of time, and go ahead and start using some sulfate-free shampoo. I hadn't invested in any until I started losing my hair, and I started to freak out. I felt like my hair was getting so thin, and I got some awesome sulfate-free shampoo, and it did start to slow down. It could also have been because I was just past the worst phase of losing hair, but either way, my hair is definitely healthier and happier since I have started using sulfate-free shampoo. So go ahead, invest in some sulfate-free shampoo. You will be happy to know that at least you're doing everything you can to keep as much hair as possible. Be advised that because you are doing a lot of sitting, you are at higher risk for getting hemorrhoids. I did not get any hemorrhoids while having the baby, but I got one afterwards, and it was like 2 to 3 weeks after. It was a while afterwards. It wasn't like I'd already used all my Tux pads, everything was gone. Now I thought that part of my life was done, but because you nurse a baby a lot, and you basically are going to be sitting while you nurse, and for whatever reason, I got a hemorrhoid, and it was awful and hurt like crazy. It was terrible. So just know you are more likely to get those. So try to make sure you are moving some, obviously, after having a baby. Just get up, shift your position a lot, do what you can. Resting is obviously more important. You get a hemorrhoid, it will go away, but they're not comfortable and they're very painful. So, do what you can to try to prevent that by, moving once you feel like you're able to. Also, because you are going to be, while you are nursing your baby, you tend to do this a lot, especially in the beginning, because your baby struggles to latch usually. At least mine did. She was not born knowing what to do, and I don't think most babies are born knowing what to do. They need a lot of help, and while you're helping them, you tend to just do this. You just get more and more up, and up here in your shoulder gets really sore, really tired. You'll cramp. Your head will be sore because you're going to spend a lot of time looking down at your baby. Try to be conscious about keeping your shoulder down and keeping your head up. Prop plenty of pillows. Get a boppy or some sort of breastfeeding pillow to help. You're not pulling your shoulder up, you are resting it on something. And then use this hand, not the hand where the head is, use the other hand to help guide the baby to do what they need to do. All right, so that is all my tips for helping your body and your mind heal postpartum after having a baby. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.